Jasper Smith, Hustle-nomics. Hustle-nomics, Jasper Smith.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. That's a quote from a famous hustler, President Abraham Lincoln. A lot of you might not refer to President Lincoln as a hustler, but he was one indeed. Most of us are only familiar with the slang definition of the word, someone who employs fraudulent methods to obtain money. And society's done a pretty good job of perpetuating this definition. But a hustler could be the president, a janitor, teacher, doctor, or lawyer. Here's the actual definition of the word. A hustler is an enterprising person determined to succeed. It doesn't matter what profession you're in. If you are working at becoming the best at what it is that you do, then you are a hustler. Hustlers live their lives by a code. And this code you won't find written down in a book, but it does exist. This evening, I'm going to share with you a few pieces of the hustler's code. Number one, don't be afraid of success. We all have those friends who talk about what they should or could be doing, but they never seem to be taking any action. It's like that coworker who always complains about management, but never applies to be the manager. In order to be successful, you have to be willing to put in the blood, sweat, and tears. For some reason, a lot of us don't want to put forth that type of an effort. We want all the success without doing the work. In case you didn't know, success only comes before work in the dictionary. It's sad that mediocrity is okay for a lot of us in this country, but I hope being mediocre isn't okay with you. So don't be afraid of success, no. Be more afraid of being in the exact same position that you are right now, 10 or 20 years from now. That, my friends, is something to be afraid of. Number two, set unrealistic goals. You will never truly grow until you get outside of your comfort zone. Now, you need some realistic goals sprinkled in along the way, because that'll keep you going. But what if you don't reach this unrealistic goal? Who cares? You are going to transform yourself and learn so much by going through the process of trying to achieve. Take, for example, these three individuals: Michael Phelps, Danica Patrick, and Barack Obama. Michael Phelps set out on a journey to be the best swimmer in the world. And he proved that to everyone with his dominant performance in Beijing. While she hasn't won a race just yet, Danica Patrick did set the pole at the Daytona 500 this season. Honestly, being a kid from the South, I never imagined I would ever see a woman racing in NASCAR. Some historians debate as to whether or not Barack Obama is the first African-American president. In spite of that debate, I am 100% certain that President Obama is the first one to get elected with my complexion. Those individuals set unrealistic goals. And I'm pretty sure along the way they had a friend. It was a good friend that asked them this one question: are you out of your mind? And they were. They were crazy enough to set such an unrealistic goal and actually achieve it. It's examples like those which should keep all of us shooting for the stars. Number three, network effectively. Networking is nothing more than relationship building. The problem is, a lot of us go about it all wrong. We're only concerned about with them, also known as, what's in it for me? A mentor once told me that I can always avoid with them by walking like an Egyptian. As I strive to pull myself up, to achieve my goals, to be successful, there's somebody right behind me, or maybe even beside me that needs a hand up. I'm a firm believer in karma, and I realize that the more and more that I focus on pulling people up, the more and more opportunities open up for me. I can recall my first job out of college. I did everything that I could to help all of my friends get jobs at the firm. I didn't realize it at the time, but HR had been watching me. They ended up putting me in charge of recruiting at my university. On top of that, they added 7 other historically black colleges and universities to that recruiting list. Thanks a lot, Karma. We've all heard that saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. If you are networking effectively and building quality relationships, hustlers refer to it differently. They say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Who knows you? Let's recap. Hustlers, 1, are not afraid of success. 2, they set unrealistic goals. And 3, they network effectively. Here's the thing. Life happens. Sometimes we get knocked off track, but we have to figure out ways to keep ourselves motivated, to keep us hustling. My motivation comes by way of a song. It's entitled, Every Day I'm Hustling by Rick Ross. It starts out like this. Hustling, hustling, hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. And it goes on like that for the first 30 seconds of the song. Now, I'm reminded of that song each and every weekday morning because that's the alarm ringtone on my cell phone. I want everybody to marinate on this final thought. As long as we all have a breath in our bodies, we should wake up each and every day and get our hustle on. Now, Toastmasters.